Yeah. They ain't believe me when I told them crypto was the future. Now they trying to get in, but it's too late. We've been stacking Marbitz since day one. No banks, no middlemen, just power moves. Let's get it. Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to press the button. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the show. We're a minute early. Holy crap. We're never a minute early. There we are. Hey, who would have thought that? Let's go live on TikTok as well. We're officially a minute early. I'm never early for anything, actually. So anyway, welcome, everybody. Hope you're all doing well. Welcome to 111 and a bit thousand. Pretty crazy day in the markets. I want to just start really quickly. Look at this meme. Peter Schiff checks the Bitcoin price. Oh, God. We'll come back to that in a minute. I love it. Anyway, I hope you're doing well. Quite a bit to get through, as you would expect tonight. Breaking down what's been going on in the markets. We've obviously seen another very strong day in the Bitcoin charts, as well as finally good news. We actually saw a little snippet. I don't officially think we're in an alt season. If you didn't check out my 3 reasons the altcoin season is not started yet video, then I definitely recommend you go and watch that. It's going to just give you some insights into exactly when we think the altcoin market will begin. And we are close. I would definitely say we are close, but I don't believe we are there just yet. So important to just think about that. But the overall Bitcoin market actually had a good run today. What is interesting, though, is altcoins minus Bitcoin is outperforming Bitcoin itself. So that is one of the first indicators. BTC dominance obviously being another indicator. And finally, we actually see the ETH-BTC pairing start to go in favor of Ethereum. So again, we'll sort of break a little bit of that down. I do think it's important just to kind of touch on it, but I highly recommend go and watch that kind of video that I put out. I'm trying to just give you guys a little bit of something that's not just like, oh, this is bullish in the news, this is bullish in the news, this is bullish in the news, this is bullish in the news. I'm trying to give you things that you can be like, right, okay, 2-bit, brilliant. I'm going to watch that, I'm going to look for that, and then I'm going to make some plays on the back of it. And hopefully we all win, which will be good news. But anyway, smash up the like button to a brand new all-time high. If you're tuning in on TikTok, once again, we shout out to you. We appreciate you tuning in. If you could do me a massive favor, just tap the screen, lock some follows in, do all that kind of good stuff. And I can report, by the way, FYI, now some of you are going to be sad by what I'm about to say, so I apologize in advance, but I promise it will be better in the long run. So I told you guys, I kept getting like monetization strikes. Like they were like, oh, no, you had this song in 2-bit. That's not how life works. You're not allowed it. And you're like, what the fucking hell is this nonsense? Why is this not started? Am I not live on X right now? That's kind of annoying, isn't it? Yeah, so it's kind of like, what's going on? Anyway, I deleted every live stream that had that song in. I just deleted them all last night. I went through it, deleted about 860 live streams because I was like, I'm literally sick of this. I absolutely believe that it is impacting the channel as well. Like, definitely was. So I literally went through and deleted them. So I'm sorry. I am sorry if... oh, yeah, why is it saying scheduled? I'm sorry if you did not like it. Hold on a minute. Let me stop that. And then stop all. Start all. Maybe that works. So, yeah. So I deleted every single one of them. And got rid of them, which is obviously a little bit out there. But hey, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. That's just my opinion. So hopefully that will, that will kind of play out as to exactly what it needs to be. And hopefully we will then certainly start to see a benefit. What is interesting is we already are, to a degree, seeing a benefit as well. So I'm bullish on it. Hopefully you guys are as well. So, yeah. Good news. Sorry, I'm just trying to sort this out. I don't know why it's not put me live on... why it's not put me live. Let me just click that and see if it actually puts me live on X right now. I don't know if it will. Oh, yeah, it does. All right, cool. Cool. There we go. We're good. So, yeah. So, hopefully that kind of helps out. Anyway, I'm rambling. Like I said, I want to get into what's going on in the market. We've got quite a bit to talk about and digest. Because, like I said, there is definitely a good bit to talk about this evening. And, yeah, hopefully we can get bullish right away. So, we are live talking... Oh, Talkin. I mean, Talkin would be weird, wouldn't it? And I will also just give you a couple of little snippets. Vern, I sent you a voicemail. I don't know if you've replied, by the way, but yeah, hopefully you do. And shout out to everybody that tuned in last night as well. It was a great space. Really good, actually. Lots of conversation. Lots of good discussion in there. Just retweet that from everybody. all good news. Do you know what I mean? All just good news. So, yeah. Right, let's say hello to a few people. 37, good to see man Craig's here as well. Tim Shea, welcome to you. Mr. 37, RPM's in the building. Good to see you, Selmo, the legend. Enzo, what's going on, Enzo? Good to see Robert Dover's here as well. Welcome to you. Tomato Pete, the always legendary, the person that is. Viva La Baker, Mr. Holmes, good to see you. Cheese, Sammy's here as well. Welcome to you. Batescoin, what's going on, pal? Stanton Fleming, good to see you last night as well. Chipper's here as well. Appreciate it. Cheese in the building. Mark Noby, always good to have Mr. Mark Noby in. And Mr. Justin Selly says, no hope, no music. And tell me about it. I don't even know what that word is. CJ Power, good to see you. But that is a legendary name, by the way. The Piss Missile Explosion is brilliant. Love that name. Curtis, good to see you, man. Welcome. Manu Players, good to see you, man, as well. Welcome all the familia Madrigal. And welcome to everybody here joining us on TikTok as well. So shout out to Butt Pit, says, what do you think altcoin season is? Stick around. And if you haven't seen my video live on YouTube or on here, actually, I think I've got some coming to TikTok pretty soon. I'm just trying to work out how to do it. Then make sure you tap the follow button because we're going to break it down for you and we'll make sure that you are aware of it. So, again, I have to bring you back to this meme because I think it's hilarious. Peter Schiff obviously was like, oh, Bitcoin's going to zero. It's rubbish. Don't get it. And obviously, Bitcoin's pumping absolutely quicker than your nan can ride a electric scooter. But I thought that was pretty hilarious. So anyway, moving swiftly on. Bitcoin right now, 111,300. I'm going to call it. I'm going to round it up because why not? That's about 1.5%. That is a big, big old move today, which I think is kind of nice. What I think is important, though, is it just moved aggressively. Big volume coming in. And you may say, well, hold on a minute, 2-bit. Why? Why did we get such significant inflows when it comes to this particular coin? Well, let me tell you. Here's the reason, baby. We got another 4,930 Bitcoin purchased by BlackRock. That is ridiculous. Yesterday, by the way, they absolutely bought 530 million. It didn't actually end up being as much as I thought it was going to be. But again, they've come in at 4,930 Bitcoin they bought today. Absolutely crazy. If you think this bull market's over, you are literally going to miss out. That's my opinion anyway. So BlackRock come in big once again, just pushing the price. This is the daily. And again, we are now officially in price discovery range. We have never been as high as we are right now. I mean, you could argue and say, well, in fairness, we've actually been a bit higher than this 2-bit. But you get my point. We hit some key resistance levels. So as much as you can kind of maybe start to predict some moves based on fib extensions, right now you just got to sit tight and see where we go. I think that's the honest opinion. I personally feel now, and we'll talk a little bit about this later on, the door's open for 115, 117. I tweeted this out earlier on. So we're definitely in this place where actually, let's see how far we're going to go. So I think it's super, super important. 1.24% up on the altcoin market. So this is every other cryptocurrency minus Bitcoin and is outperforming the whole market as a general sort of sentiment, really, and equally outperforming. Bitcoin dominance finally came down a little bit. That's why you've seen a move into some altcoins, which again is really, really positive as well. So overall, do you know what? It's a great time to be involved in cryptocurrency. Yes, there's going to be loads of kind of crazy stuff. There's definitely going to be loads of sort of things and bits and pieces that are going to sort of throw themselves out. And I'm sure there's going to be significantly more buying pressure coming out. I just realized I forgot my microphone for you guys. So I apologize. I'll bring it tomorrow night. I promise. I actually have the microphone. I don't have the adapter bit that goes at the bottom of my phone. Do I? Hold on a minute. Oh, no, that's not going to work. No, it's the other one I need. Sorry about that, guys. Apologies. So, yeah. Obviously, then we start to see this kind of continuation. We'll see where we go. Like, I'm down for it. I'm absolutely down for it. And I think, I think it's going to be interesting to see how high we do go. Yes, there'll be corrections. Yes, there'll be some pullbacks. Yes, it's going to be a little bit spicy. But hey, it is what it is in my opinion. And then altcoins. Yes, we've had some good news. We'll talk about the SUI thing. I'm not going to, move away or shy away from that. Also, I'm going to tell you why people are going big longs on that. It's going to be pretty interesting. But Ethereum actually had a decent-ish move, 3.6, as if we celebrate 3.6. Still at 2,644. Bitcoin's absolutely pumping out of its mind right now. ETH, not so much. But anyway, 3.6. Solana had a good day today. HBAR, Algorand, all having pretty solid days. ZBCN rallied massively. This was like 20% at one point. Absolutely skyrocketing. It's coming back a little bit, but again, we called this here, didn't we, at 1.5. You'd have doubled your money really comfortably, actually, on that one if you'd have got in. Big news coming out of AVAX today, Holmes. I sent you this. Thought the chart would have got a bit more spicy, but it hasn't. Hey, we'll still take a 10% move. But FIFA announcing their official partnership with AVAX. That's pretty good news. And then we see some other altcoins. Aerodrome Finance moving. Near Protocol having a good day as well. And then Jupe new vote, I think that might have closed now. So if you've missed it, it's your own fault basically. But I talked about it all week. 11.7%. Lots of good news coming for Dupe. Definitely feels like it's building quite significantly, that platform. So don't miss out. Pepe got a good move today, as did Brett. Meme coins starting to heat up as well, which is always a good sign. We talked about it last night in the space. Clearpool up 16. Fetch AI. Let's go, baby. It's starting to happen. AI narrative is coming. Get ready. And then into a couple of other things. Lunar Classic weirdly moving 5%, which is fair play to Lunar Classic. But S&P 500 flat, pretty much NASDAQ as well, doing not a lot when it sort of filters all the way through. So look, in the grand scheme of things, do you know what? Kind of all right. I think we'll stick very close to what's going on with Bitcoin. But yeah, doubling back on this, some massive, literally monumental flows going into the BTC chart, which I think, look, is great. I'm down for it. Do you know what I mean? I'm always going to be down for those BTC buys. It's all good. Can I have one Bitcoin, Matt Allen? I'd give you one if I had one, bro. But I'll tell you what, I'll swap it for 200,000 XRP. How's that? I think that's fair. Someone give XRP a nudge. Yeah, it does need a bit of a kind of caress along, maybe a little bit. But yeah, look at this. Some aggressive buying. Interestingly, Grayscale that normally dumps as well, not dumping. So that's kind of good news. That's kind of positive. We'll take that as well, as that sort of all filters through. So overall, generally speaking, very good news for the ETF market. And still 5.6 billion. This thing is hotting up. More and more people are definitely in a world that we're going to start to see this coming along. So yeah, Swamp, good to see a whiff. Killing it. Absolutely killing it. Cool Cat Cosmos. Fetch AI runs into Cosmos ecosystem. Cool Cat, what the hell's going on with BSV? Why are the UK suing them or something? Pretty wild. Paul Rose in the house. What's going on? Lauren Bab, welcome. Daniel, good to see you. I think I've already said. Crackerjack says, oops. Late to the show. Don't worry. Mark Allen's sad that I'm not going to send him one Bitcoin. Come on, Mark Allen. It's $111,000. You out of your mind? I don't even have one Bitcoin to send you. Jesus. Come on, some people. What? Anyway, moving on. Right. Let's get into a little bit of what's going on in the charts. How bullish can we truly get? And where are we going to in this market? I think a lot of people now are discussing where we're going to get. Boss Lady just joined the TikTok live. One Man Riot. Good to see you. Welcome. I appreciate it. They hate me. Yeah, they do. They hate everything here, by the way. It's wild. Next up, a Bitcoin according to the Magic Bands. 115k at level 3. A nice, easy, short-term target. After that, only the cycle top band remains at 155. But prepare to see that number increase quite a lot with more new all-time highs. Likely well over 200k. I keep seeing this number, like 200k, there might be a Bitcoin whale in here. That's fair play. That is fair play. Tim shares a Bitcoin whale. No bull market parabola in sight yet, but this should begin soon. It's interesting. So many people are still in this world where it's like, yeah, okay, the market's pumping. Yeah, Bitcoin's at a new all-time high. However, it still feels like we've got way more to come yet. And I can subscribe to that all day long. I can absolutely get into that place. So keep your eyes peeled in terms of what's going on. That we'll keep you posted on Magic Bands. Looking pretty bullish indeed. And then just a quick update, Global M2, which we kind of touch on. I think it's kind of worthwhile a little bit, seeing what's sort of going on. But yeah, Global M2 is still very strong, still continuing its upside move. 102-day lag versus where Bitcoin is. But the reality is they're following a very similar pattern. Does that send us well north of $150,000 for one Bitcoin? Possibly. Not financial advice, as it never is on this channel, but interesting to see that the correlation between the two things are very, very well patterned, and I think it's important in terms of kind of what that was looking at. I was hoping for a Sui dip. Yeah, I was definitely looking for that as well. I was looking for a Sui dip and a long trade on it, and just now some people have gone in on it, Tim, and I'm going to show you that in a minute. But some people have gone like, yeah, I don't care, I'm going in on this like big time. So yeah, interesting to see how this plays out. Certainly M2 looking pretty bullish, and yeah, continuing to rise, as are some of those key levels as well, to keep your eyes peeled on it. So let's double down just dead quickly on what's going on from a macro standpoint. The massive $1.1 billion whale, Mr. James Wynn, he did take some profits. A cool, tasty little 19 milli that he took off that one. Although that is in total, by the way. I think he took about 12 million, something like that, in realized profits. But yeah, update on my little BTC long position. Reduced the position size today. Took some profits at around 110, 111. Seemed like a nice spot to take profit, and seemed others are doing the same. That's why we kind of got this fluctuation, I think, at those higher ranges. In my opinion, Bitcoin is dying to break out higher. My target remains the same, 115 to 118, similar to kind of what I said recently. And then you see that by the end of next week. However, could easily happen within a matter of hours. I was a week out, so I'm going to say I think 115 to 118... like a week tomorrow. I think like a week. I think we'll have a good week. We may wick up to 114, 115, maybe. But I think to really hold that level, I think it's going to take just a little bit longer, as the move did to kind of 110. I do think, however, once Bitcoin will top around 118, 122, we'll see a cool off and some sideways movement, and this will be where things get really interesting. The reality is, and we'll double back on, if ETF volume continues to show strength that it is, if BlackRock continues to buy 5,000 Bitcoin a day, this thing's going like higher than I think a lot of people can even think about. So what's interesting though, and I thought it was worthwhile just doubling down, this is actually where he is right now. And Tim, opened up, not saying that this is a guru and you should trick every sort of trading advice from anyone, but he opened up a long at 397 of $18.7 million on Sui. So, I mean, people think this thing's going to go much higher. I was tempted. Yeah, I was super tempted. So yeah, I was kind of a bit like, should we go? Should we kind of go for it? Maybe. Should we really kind of dial up? Again, I thought about getting in on Sui, but yeah, I mean, this is a big player. Currently got 17.3 and unrealized on 800 million long trade. Still on that 40x. K-Pepe still at 24 million. Then this new one, a 10x Sui long at 18.7, buy price 397. It's pretty interesting because Sui right now, he's at 386. So if you were in a world where you think this guy is actually pretty good at what he does, then, you know, it might be an opportunity to get in. I mean, who knows? I mean, not financial advice at all, by the way. But yeah, interesting. Did wick down, touched the 20-day exponential moving average, bounced at around 375. So maybe it'd be interesting to set, you know, buy order at 373, something like that. Could be interesting to see if that plays out. And that, you know, maybe get to move to the upside. I don't know. But he has gone like super macro, super like balls deep. On a number of plays here, so we'll see how that one plays out. But his Bitcoin trade, albeit still at $800 million, took at 108, gets liquidated at 100k, so, you know, pretty well. 370 I'm getting in. Yeah, I mean, I think I would be tempted. Bro, this new UK law from Jan 26 wanting so much more info from CX is so annoying. Yeah, F, you are absolutely right. We talked about this yesterday. I'm going to do a full series on decentralized finance, how you can basically avoid using centralized exchanges to move your cryptocurrency around. And also we're going to look at what that means in terms of on and off ramping. So it isn't going to be every transaction. There's no way on this earth, I believe, they can track every single transaction. It will be centralized exchange transactions, my opinion. Certainly how I read it anyway. There's no way they'll be able to track like Phantom wallets and MetaMask wallets. Like, it's just not possible. Not possible. So definitely in that place. It's definitely going to be all about centralized exchanges. And yeah, we're going to cover that off deep on the channel. So make sure you dialed in because you're definitely going to want to be, in my opinion anyway. Okay. Keep your eyes peeled on this one. Definitely going to be interesting as this one goes. And then again, next week, I think it's next week, BT USD price performance during and after Bitcoin's conference. Now, there's some big speakers at the conference. Could we get some pretty bullish news? You can see they're going all the way back 2019. You can see during the conference, Trains in the UK is inviting me to co-host. Why would I go on a Trains in the UK live stream right now? From the start of the conference to the end of the conference. And actually, 2023 was pretty good. 2024 was not so good. But I'm not surprised, right? I'm not surprised because everybody anticipated some crazy announcements from Trump. Didn't sort of deliver on that, really, if we're honest. What you can say, though, is we generally see a move into the conference and then post the conference, depending on what's happening, comes on the back of it. So, again, you'll have to kind of wait and see what happens. I kind of feel like it'll be a bit of a nothing burger. Again, that's just my opinion. I don't necessarily think it dumps the market. I just don't think we'll see any sort of big move on the back of it. So, you know, we'll see. We'll see. Do me a favor if you're on TikTok, by the way, just tap the screen, lock a couple of follows in. I would appreciate it. It does help out the channel. Does let people know that we're here and that we're trying to make this channel an absolute monumental best place to be. Also, if you're on YouTube, by the way, hit that subscribe button. Would appreciate it. You can drop us a follow on X as well. That would be greatly appreciated. Don't forget to check out the description on the YouTube video. All the links for anything you're ever going to need is down there as well. So yeah, we'll see. We'll do a bingo card for the conference. Definitely, we'll do a bingo card and see where we get to, and see kind of how that all plays out. Certainly over the course of the next week. So yeah, it's good on 420. Good to see you, man. Just make sure you cash everything into stablecoin before Q1 2026, and make sure it's on a hard wallet before the law comes in. I mean, there you go. There you go. We'll definitely be covering off that for sure. Right, good news. Okay, let's get into the news. Let's get into what's going on. So, talking about Sui, I think a lot of people got confused, me included, actually. I was sort of half in and half out of what's going on in the news. Obviously, Thursday, I have all my kids. But yeah, Cetus protocol hacked. Now, there is some bad news attached to this. And when I say that I want to take a position up in Sui, I think Sui will still be a big play in 2025. it's definitely not something I can see myself being really bullish on. I know so many people have gone over to the Sui network. They're like, oh, it's the new Solana. Oh, it's going to take over the world. Well, there's a couple of interesting things happen with this that tell me categorically this will not be the new Solana. In fact, this won't be the new Ethereum. This won't be anything. So what actually happened? Well, look, the Cetus protocol faced a major security breach May 22nd, where an attacker siphoned approximately $223 million from liquidity pools on the Sui blockchain. Lots of meme coins on altcoins on the Sui chain got wrecked. Got like 90%. They just wiped out all the liquidity. Pretty crazy. The actual Sui coin itself was fine, by the way. It was fine. The significant depletion of liquidity highlights vulnerabilities in DeFi, stirring debate on decentralized ideas. Cetus protocol on the Sui blockchain suffered an attack leading to substantial loss in liquidity. Now, what's interesting when you start to break this through is the fact that they confirmed that Cetus token nearly fell 40% on 162 million and paused their transactions by halting smart contracts. Okay, that isn't interesting at all. But anyway, let's move on. We can see past that, I think. I think we can see past that a little bit. Anyway, it kind of goes down and it says, What's interesting about this 162 million, or the 223 million, by the way, is they were able to stop it and only get $60 million got out of the Sui blockchain. Everything else they managed to stop, halt, and recall. So, Sui blockchain, that means you are not at all decentralized. Not at all. You'll never be the next Solana. Never in a million years. The fact that they basically stopped or paused all of the smart contracts is bad news. The fact that they were able to stop this and only let 60 million off is bad news. If you truly are an absolutely, at heart, decentralized focused, and you're not in it just to make some money, this is bad news. Like, it's just bad news. Now, that doesn't mean that Sui's going to zero. It doesn't mean that Sui's the worst blockchain on the planet. What it does mean is, officially, Sui is not decentralized, which is not a good thing to be. So, yeah. I do think Solana is better than Sui, but I got Sui at 186, so I'm good. But if I don't get close, yeah, look, I get it. I think Sui will make some big money. I think Sui will be a big coin in 2025, but it will always now have the shadow over its head that it is not a decentralized platform. Therefore, at any point, the team can go, yep, we're going to halt the blockchain, we're going to take all the money, and we're going. Now, clearly, that would be crazy if that was what they were going to do. But yeah, I don't believe that that would be the case. That would be pretty insane if you ask me. Pretty insane. So yeah, crazy. Right. Anyway, good news. Vern, I don't think you did. I don't think you did anyway. It should be still in there. I think anyway. Yeah, I think it's still in there. So it's fine. It's fine. So yeah, I just don't think it's good. I generally don't think it's a good idea. But anyway, we'll see. We'll see how Sui blockchain buys back. I mean, 387, negative 1.45. Not the end of the world, is it? I don't think it's the end of the world anyway. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it plays out. What's going on? Chris McGuire following on TikTok. Thank you so much, Chris. Appreciate that. So glad I'm still up on Walrus and Sui. Yeah, I mean, that's decent. It's decent. But yeah, not great that it's a non-decentralized platform. I don't like that, to be honest. That doesn't say, though, that I absolutely think that they can get a big mover, but we'll see. My question is, do people truly care how decentralized something is? XRP is... No, exactly. But the point I'm making here is XRP or the XRPL, they've never made any bones about the fact it's not decentralized. Never. This has never been put out there. Certainly, look, you may tell me I'm wrong here. You absolutely may tell me I'm wrong, but I don't believe I've read anywhere, seen anywhere, heard anyone talk about the fact that at any point the Sui blockchain can be stopped and they can recall funds from wallets. That's definitely not a thing that's been talked about. XRPL, they're like, yep, we got callback function. Loads of people ridiculed for it. But if you've got banks and shit on there, you need to do it. Everyone knows about that. So I'm not saying that Ethereum is definitely not as decentralized I think a lot of people think about. It's the point that Sui haven't said anything. Like, that's just not even a thing that's been discussed. And I absolutely don't think that's a good idea. Now, my point here is that I still think in the hands of good people, it's fine, isn't it? It does mean that there is always that vulnerability risk, though. So anyway, keep an eye on it. Certainly interesting as it plays through. And I think, yeah, we'll see how it all plays out for sure. Very interesting. Very interesting indeed. Don't forget, tap the like button, get bullish. Everyone joining as well. Shout out to you guys on TikTok. We appreciate you guys for sure. Welcome. Right, where's Cool Cat? UK judge slams 11.9 billion Bitcoin SV lawsuit. Proof of losses now required. What the hell? Like, come on. Why? What has happened? Well, the panel, led by Master of the Role, Sir Jeffrey Voss, no idea who he is, dismissed the growth theory as speculative, and he found that Bitcoin SV lacked uniquences, citing the claimants-only comparison with Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash. Since Bitcoin SV kept trading on the platforms, the court used the market mitigation rule. It stated damages, if any, must reflect market value shortened after delisting non-hypothetical futures. The ruling narrows the case to two groups, subclass A and subclass C. Binance successfully slashed its potential liability from a $10 billion to the small fraction of the exchange, along with Bittylicious, Payword, and Shapeshift still face the remaining claims. However, the court's stance clarifies the future demand will depend on actual price data and not speculation. Right. I mean, come on. Like, why? I mean, this is obviously like crazy, and I don't know how many people are going to come up. So they're going to come out and go. So, for example, I bought it at the high when it rallied to, let's say, $100, right? I bought it at the high, and now it's like 50. So, and I put $1 million in, and it's 50%, so I lost $500,000. They're going to be like, okay, right, Bitcoin BS, there you go. They lost £500,000. Like, what? Get out of here. Adam said, do you think Platinum will go up? Been on it for a while, now only up a few quid. Platinum, never heard of it. Never heard of it, but I will definitely take a look for you in about 8 minutes when we do the DeFi section. So stick around. Platinum, remind me. Everyone remind me to look at Platinum. I'll take a look at it. I think this is nonsense, by the way. Cool cat, but anyway, we'll see how that one plays out. Talk about being a hub of innovation. Thanks, Rachel Reeves. Come on. Be sure XRP is still questionably decentralized. It's definitely not, it's not decentralized. I absolutely 100% would agree. If anyone was like, oh, XRP is not decentralized, it's not. But they're not trying to hide the fact that it's decentralized. I'm not saying Sui really tried to hide the fact. I'm just saying they didn't and weren't forthcoming with it. But yeah. If you ever had an AMA with a different coin, bring Holmes in the stream. He's going to find out what the dude's grandma had for breakfast 40 years ago. Holmes is a real one. Holmes is funny in the stream. What's hard when you're trying to interact with someone, watch the chat, deal with all the bits I've got to deal with, and then Holmes puts in like an absolute banger question. You're like, I don't even want to ask that because it's just got awkward. But hey, I tell people if they want to do an AMA on the channel, I'm like, bro, you're like, the community don't hold any punches here. They don't hold any punches. You've got to be careful. Right. Okay, let's talk a little bit about this. Blockchain Regulatory Certainty Act returns to exempt wallets miners from money transmitter rules. Congressman Tom Emner, let's go, Tom, very much pro-cryptocurrency. Richard Torres reintroduced the Blockchain Regulatory Certainty Act on Wednesday in a bid to prevent crypto service providers from being classified as money transmitters. Now, obviously under the regime of Gary Gensler, this would have been bad news, but I think under Paul Atkins, it's a bit better, but according to May 22nd press release, US lawmakers proposed legislation would clarify that non-custody digital asset providers are not classified as money transmitters. I think this is good news. A lot of this is kind of where some of the exchanges got hung up on, where they could kind of have leverage in terms of lawsuits and all the rest of it. And again, here he says, quote, the United States should be the global home for responsible innovation, not a place where developers are punished for building open source software or experimenting with new technologies. Here's the crazy thing, right? Do you remember about probably when Trump came in and we were on this live stream and I said, you need to watch this. I believe the US will become that hub of everything's fine. Embrace technology. You press the buy button, you press the sell button. No one ever makes you do it. You do it yourself, right? You need to learn to manage your emotions. You need to understand the market you're investing in. You absolutely pull the buy button. And like the US is like going, yeah, well, that's fine. Like, we're cool with that. Let's just try and regulate it at sensible points. Everyone else is like, oh my God, like, can't trust anyone to invest in anything nowadays. Like, oh yeah, but don't worry about it. You miss your tax, you miss your council tax. You go to prison. Put a bad post on social media, you're off to prison. Like, what the hell, bro? Get out of here, Keir Starmer, you absolute massive chopper. But anyway, so we did a rewipe on the hacker, fair play. Yeah, and it's crazy, isn't it? It's crazy. It's great they got the money back. But I mean, you can imagine they're like, there's no going back. Just press the button. He's at 33 million. Press the button. He's like, oh man, there's no going back. Just press the button. All the lights would go, just go boom. I can do it on TikTok, look. Boom. And then they go, whoa, it's fine. We saved 60 million. Da-da. In my point. Anyway, we totally misguided this one. But yeah, watch out for this. Mining companies, good news. And I think this hopes and supports the continuation of the bull run market as well. In other news, by the way, Volatility Shares debuts its first 1x XRP futures. 30 million came in on the CME futures over the first 2 days, which is pretty good news. for US investors. Oh, call me surprised. Didn't see anything coming in the UK, did I? Didn't see Europe like, oh my God, we're super bullish on XRP. Let's have some futures here. Nope. They're like, nope, we're going to take all your cash. How much should you put in XRP to make 80K? Rhino, good question. I mean, to make 80K, I mean, depends on your timescales and all the rest of it. It's kind of a question you can't really answer, to be honest. The question would be more, where do I think the price of XRP is going to get to? Which my best prediction, by the way, I think I've just messed up my camera a little bit. My best prediction is anything between 6 and 850 maybe. So work that backwards. Not financial advice. Never financial advice on this channel, by the way. TikTok. What's your thoughts on ADA? I own a very, very small amount. I don't mind it. It's okay. I kind of feel it's a little bit like Litecoin and it's like a blockchain for geeks. It may do something. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see, is my opinion. So, yeah. I mean, no one said anything, Vern, so I just haven't really done anything, to be honest. Because I just assumed people would do it, because we normally do it on a Tuesday and a Thursday, but no one's done it. So if you guys want to do it tomorrow, I don't mind doing it tomorrow. Might be a bit easier. If you had 5K, what would you put it on? Honestly, I definitely think I would maybe try and get into Sui with a little bit. I think I would be... I still think, like, Ethereum has a move to come, and I may be, like, foolish on that. I think that would be a good one. I'd probably take 500 and put it into some meme coins. I think some good memes that are starting to move. Titcoin is another one that I think is going to do some good work. I'll bring up some memes in a little bit. Pepe, I think, is undervalued. Yeah, and I think in terms of, like, top tiers, where would I still sit with that I think are undervalued? I still think Solana's undervalued. I think AVAX's undervalued. I think that... Yeah. Equally, I kind of like things like Aerodrome Finance, where you can actually earn yield based on what you put there. Do you mind if I follow you? Mate, hit that follow button, 100%. You know these social media platforms, all about how many people follow you. That's what it's all about. It's all an algorithm. But yeah, hit the follow button, my man, 100%. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. By Ondo's a great one. Yeah, Ondo is another good one that I think tokenization of treasuries is going to be crazy if that comes through. I mean, that is true, Vern. That is true. I did, I mean, it's not like we're not here, but yeah. So we'll do it tomorrow. We'll do the Marbitz tomorrow. It's fine. We can do that. I will announce it officially. I mean, it is in the description, by the way. I'm just saying, by the way. Just saying. Linda Kelly with a follow. Thank you so much for hitting that follow button. I appreciate it. So, yeah, watch out for this. But look at this. Launch comes days after XRP futures began trading on CME Group derivative platform May 19th, recording 15.6 million. Nice. Combined trading volume across standard and micro XRP futures offering. I think it's pretty good news, by the way. Pretty good news and good news. Right, and then finally, look at this. Bitcoin taps 112. Standard Charter now saying 120K is in sight. Man, Standard Charter is so bullish right now. It's absolutely insane. Also, I didn't put this in there, but it looks like Michael Saylor is raising $2.1 billion to buy some more Bitcoin. So Bitcoin just broke all-time high, and Saylor's like, man, I just don't have enough Bitcoin. Like, what the heck? I don't have enough Bitcoin, so I'm going to raise $2.1 billion and buy some more. Fair play. Anyway, pretty interesting as we see this play out. US Treasury premium represents additional cost foreign investors pay to hold US Treasuries versus purchasing. We talked about this the other night. A premium increase is stood as the price of Bitcoin, according to Kendrick, which is exactly what has been happening. Now, there is a rumor, by the way. You might have to go full screen here because I'm just going to click on a couple of things. There is a rumor mill going round, and I know you guys can't see this. There is a rumor going round right now that... That's what I needed to do. That the Chinese are absolutely dumping huge amounts of equity to try and get their market moving again. And I was going to try and show you it, if I'm honest, but I can't remember where I've seen it. Yeah, I can't find it. I'll have to find it somewhere else. But anyway, yeah, the rumor is they are injecting liquidity like lunatics into their finance markets, which obviously is supporting M2. But this whole narrative around the fact that, remember, the US bought so many of these treasuries over the course of the last, couple of weeks. I think it was about $2.38 billion is pretty wild if you ask me. So yeah, definitely interesting. That's why the correlation with Bitcoin is so important. And that's why I think we're going to see some continuous movement. Yeah, we'll see volatility. I mean, Bitcoin broke down below 111 right now. You're going to see some volatility in the market. But I think, if you argue for that as a daily since, April, it's been a nice little mover and shaker to the upside. So yeah, there we go. 7 is X doesn't seem unreasonable. Yeah, I agree. 20 cents on H bar right now. Nice. Sounds like tomorrow. Yeah, we'll do it tomorrow. Yeah. What is the price of H bar? H bar right now. Yeah, 20 cents, 23.6. So yeah, we talked about H bar before. I think it's actually got some miles. Definitely. And the whole AVAX thing, I tagged you in that post, Vern, because I think it was big news. FIFA, head of the World Cup, coming to the US, AVAX, US-based company. Could be pretty interesting if you ask me. Could all be aligning. The stars are ready to shine on AVAX. Fingers crossed. Actually had a good move today, about 10%. Down a little bit now, 25 cents. Excuse me, $25. It'd be good to see that continuation to the upside as well. Man, so he's taking a little bit of a dump right now, in line with probably the rest of the market, which is fine. So yeah. HBI, I believe so. It takes the bull run. Yeah, I think so. Blockchain energy drinks. Thank you for the gift. Appreciate it. Sent an ice cream code, you massive legend. Thank you so much. And a follow as well. Let's go, bully. Let's go. Football NFTs are, yeah, I mean, they are terrible, but who knows what that, I mean, imagine they put their tickets on AVAX as NFTs or something. I got it on the ZBCN at 3076. I can't thank God enough for lending me that coin. My first bull run as well. Such an emotional journey. Let's get it, Forsaken. What are you getting at? 1, 2, you're 376. 3076. Oh, nice. Yeah, so you had like what, a 5x off it so far? Bullish. I think Veracity moves from 90 billion coin, 9% slide to ton. That would be pretty crazy, yeah. That'd be pretty crazy. AVAX has kind of been done. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it was over 125. But again, it's important to understand where the altcoin market is, in my opinion. And one of the things I talked about in that video last night was just some of the key things to think about. At the minute, you've got relentless buying into Bitcoin. That's why Bitcoin's an all-time high, right? It's just relentlessly buying it. Look at the altcoin season indicator. We're at 22. We're like nowhere near it yet. It's almost like we've reset the bull market over the course of the last 3 weeks. So is there still a big upside to come? I believe so. I think altcoins still have a big narrative. I talked about it yesterday, but the fact that you've got a brand new all-time high on BTC and no one gives a flying fuck about it because no retail investors are here. Now, the retail investors that are here are just rotations of capital that have been here for the last 2 years or whatever it is. So the fact that we're just nowhere near right now, and you can go back to 2021, you can start to see kind of just how this kind of played out over the course of the previous markets. So 2021 bull market cycle, we got obviously 22, which was kind of just at the end of the Bitcoin cycle. We got that rally up early on in the year where we breached all-time high, and then look, we'd sort of had that wick up again back in 2024 in December, and we haven't done anything since. So yeah, just relentless buying of Bitcoin. That's kind of what we're seeing at the minute. So man, Travel with Tariq wants to let me go and co-host. Why would I go and co-host, Tariq? I'm busy. Tattoo King says, that's not what Barry Doge says. Who the hell is Barry Doge? Who is that? I don't even know who that is. Barry Doge. Anyone know who that is? What does Barry Doge say? I feel like I need to know now. Barry Doge. Blockchain Energy Drink says, we like your content. Hey, I like you guys. Crushing it right now. How's Mantra doing? It's up a little bit, actually. It actually is up a little bit. Nothing crazy. I am probably in a world now where I feel like this is a Lunar Classic scenario where is it ever going to be back up 685? I mean, it'd be pretty crazy if it was, but I don't see it. They've had some big announcements as well, and it's just doing absolutely nothing. So, yeah, we'll see. We will see, in my opinion. Hopefully it does. Time will tell, I guess. Time will tell, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Come on, Tattoo King. Who the hell is Barry? I want to know who Barry Doge is. I don't even know who he is. Come on, tell me. Who is Barry Doge? Crypto Princess, what's going on? Welcome to you. Good to see you as always. Looking forward to our conversation on Saturday. Let's get it. That's right. Your boy is getting interviewed. Hopefully, I can put my best. I'll put my best voice on. We're going to be taking the UK crypto scene by storm. Let me tell you. I love it. I love it. Don't forget, tap the screen, everybody. Get bullish on this market. Again, if you want to follow me for everyday cryptocurrency content, keeping you up to date with all the latest projects, news, reviews, technical analysis, and much, much more, then guess what? Make sure you hit that like button. Also, by the way, if you're on YouTube, don't be slacking. Just tap that like and hit that subscribe button. We're nearly at 36,000 subscribers, so I appreciate you guys 100%. You know what to do, by the way. Is a Doge MEXC? I've never even heard of him. I mean, maybe I should have done, but maybe he tells. Maybe he has the alpha. Maybe he knows what's going on in the market more so than I do. Anyway, right. Let's just quickly look in the world of DeFi. Let's see what's going on. Obviously, the old Trumperino coin going pretty bullish. I believe that dinner is today. So it'll be interesting to see what comes out of that. Whether anything comes out of it, probably not. But yeah, Trump coin is weirdly at 14.53. I mean, it's still insane at 14.53 if you think about it. But anyway, Trump coin is kind of doing something. Gas. I mean, I've seen some people talk about this. Doesn't look great, if I'm honest. I mean, it could, I guess it could kind of go, yeep, and then kaboom. Not sure. We'll see. We'll see. Marbitz up about 3%, holding in around 280. We got obviously the big race on Sunday, so go and check that out. Join the Telegram. That's the best thing to do, in my opinion. And then Mr. Shot up about 8.8%. Keep your eyes on it. It looks like Dex screen is like Dex Tools is kaput. But anyway, so yeah. And then I've done a couple of bits, by the way, that you may or may not like. I don't know if you will or not. So in the Marbitz Telegram now, I've done a couple of things. I've got a new bot in there that's running. In fact, two new bots that are running there. One of them is going to be tracking CoinSol audit alerts. So whenever CoinSol audit a token, it's going to put it into our Telegram. So if you're in the Marbitz Telegram, you'll see brand new audited CoinSol contracts, and then you can kind of see what the project's like. I've also integrated a new bot in there. In fact, can I show you this? So that you can just type in, as an example, you can put in a, in fact, I don't think, let me just do this. Is that going to work? Okay, yeah, perfect. Perfect. So this is obviously the Marbitz Telegram. You see this here. So I did put it in, unless, oh, did you delete it, Vern? No, maybe you deleted it. Did you actually delete it? No way, bro. No way. So for example, you can just come in here. You could grab a, contract address, and it will then just go and run some details for you. So let's say you want to get in a project. So as an example, this is Marbitz. You put the contract address in, and then it's going to run some data, go and track it, and then it's going to bring everything up here. So you can see here, look, that it's got what it is, so no honeypot. It tells you what it's going to check. It then brings it up, the deployer wallet, what it is, what age it's, how old it is on chain, liquidity, LP locks, taxes, gas fees, yada, 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 the charts and all the rest of the kind of stuff that you can go and have a look at, price, KYCs, all this kind of information. It even breaks down any of the ENS wallets that are in there as well. So again, you can take a look at that. So that's now in the Marbitz TG. And like I said, CoinSalt audits are going to be in there as well. So if they have an audit, then it's going to come through. So again, you can then see any brand new projects that have been audited. It's going to bring up and be like, oh, we've just completed this one. Then go and have a look at it. I'm going to just, can I do this? Hold on. Yeah, I can do this dead quick. I can show you this. Super speedy. Super speedy. Okay, so then what will happen is that will come up in hours. Obviously, you can see there, look, it's got a little $100 giveaway, so you'll be able to get involved in that as well. And it's going to tell you any brand new projects that have been audited by CoinSol will come into the Marbitz Telegram. So again, just a little kind of addition to what we're building. Gives you something else that you may want to have a look at, or you may want to get involved with. And yeah, hopefully it can kind of help you out as well. So yeah, definitely check that out. Definitely check that out. Right, DeFi users say it differently. True. True. What's going on, 37? Good to see you, man. Welcome. Have a wonderful live stream. Thanks, Crypto Princess. Catch you soon. Barry is on here, but not seeing him much. He works for Input Output HK or Cardano. Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. How is Bitcoin? $111,000 right now. 1.27% up. Up about 1,400 on the day. In price discovery, looking pretty bullish. I'm not gonna lie. Feels like there's a lot of movers and shakers. What's interesting is when you start to look at some of the liquidity. By the way, BlackRock buying just nearly, well, excuse me, just shy of 5,000 Bitcoin today. I mean, get out of here. Shut the front door. It's pretty wild. Look at this, right? This is kind of crazy. So everybody right now is long on the market. Like, it's crazy. Look at this. Think about this. If we were to retrace to 106 as an example, $5.27 billion of cumulative long liquidations would occur. If we were to rally to 122,000, $2.9 billion. There is such a disparity between the two. Look how crazy that map is. Shows you the cumulative short liquidation leverage and the longs. Everyone's long on the market right now. Maybe naively so. But yeah, everyone right now is super long on the market. And what's even more interesting is short term, you've got some pretty heavy leverage. As an example, $19.6 million on Binance is long leverage at 100x leverage right now. That's absolutely insane. They're absolutely insane. They're crazy people. They're absolutely crazy. It's like, holy crap. Yeah, that's wild. That's wild. Think about that. Nearly $20 million is 100x leverage long. Like, those guys are lunatics. Absolute lunatics. But yeah, where can you see it? Go to coinglass.com/pro/futures and then /liquidation map. If you go to coinglass.com, you can find it in there. Or you can be here and we'll keep you posted on what's going on with it. But yeah, pretty crazy to think about that. But if you double down, by the way, and you say, well, there is even at 25x leverage and at 50x leverage, you've got the best part of like 40 million as well, like at 113. Like, I mean, come on, like, hellfire. Pretty crazy if you ask me. So yeah, big crazies. And yeah, shout out to them though. I think that's where the market sits right now. Many people are very bullish on this market. And look, I don't think there's anything bad with that. I think it's worthwhile thinking about. What you've also got as well, I'm going to show you something that we don't normally look at, but I feel like it's probably appropriate just for now. Again, just to kind of walk through what this sentiment feels like and certainly kind of where we believe the market's going to go. This is going to track the kind of 2-hour slot, and it's going to show you any of these kind of big purchases. And what you can see here is there is not a lot of selling pressure. We're not seeing big sells. I mean, we've got a little bit here that came in, back kind of yesterday afternoon. But I mean, look at this coming in. These will be BlackRock's large buy. Someone bought 185 Bitcoin at around 7 o'clock this morning on Binance. This continues to move in terms of some of these big ones. I mean, look at this one. This is an insane buy. 445 Bitcoin purchased in one single transaction. Pretty insane. So we're actually probably due a little bit more. Now, Friday will generally be solid. I don't know if we're going to get some sort of crazy further institutional fund pump, but it feels like we might do. So, yeah, definitely going to be worthwhile staying tuned in to that for sure. So, yeah, it could be crazy. Could be pretty crazy if you ask me. So, I'm bullish on that. And I think this is why we're definitely in a price discovery range. What we want to see is, in my opinion, just a little bit of a rotation of capital. I'd like to see a little bit more rotating into altcoins. And we may get that the weekend. We may absolutely get the fact that we're not going to see institutionals buy Bitcoin. People may take profits through the weekend, knowing that the financial markets are closed. Pivot into altcoins for a Monday morning dip and kaboom. And then kind of making that happen. So could be good news if you ask me. Could be good news. We'll have to see. Craig says, be prepared for some weekend selling from retail. Maybe. I'd argue that if they haven't sold now, they probably won't. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely possible. We actually had a good Sunday. The Saturday was a bit naff, wasn't it? Last Saturday was naff, but Sunday was the big move we got. We consolidated pretty much all last week, so we're probably due for a consolidation week before another step up, but I mean, who knows? Not financial advice as always. Not financial advice. Look at Lauren Bablock. Hey, Crypto Princess. Girl power. I'm kidding. I mean, I'm not really, so... But yeah, I'm going to be with Crypto Princess on Saturday. Yeah, we're going to be recording some content. I'm going to be giving my story through the journey in cryptocurrency. If you're interested to know about that, then make sure you dialed into her channel, subscribed, and yeah, I think it's gonna. I don't know when it's gonna go live, but that'll be fun. That'll be fun. You guys can hear a little bit more about where my journey in this market began, and I'll give you a clue. It was back in 2017, so yeah, pretty interesting. I've been around for a while. Some may even see I'm an OG in this space, an angel investor if you're a virtual bacon. I think that's fair to say. I probably lost more money than I dared to think about. Hey. All fun. If after the big jump, profits will be taken, be possibly picked up at the dip. Yeah, I think so. I think there's not a place where BlackRock don't once again come back in on Monday. I mean, at the minute you've got Wall Street adoption. The more they buy, I think the more aggressive the market gets. Like 4,930 BTC is a big number. I mean, what is that? What is that? I'll race you to try and do that. 4,930. Let's do it. An average buy price of 111k, or 110k. 542 milli. Pretty wild, that, isn't it? Yeah, you can see the liquidity grab starting to build up on the 111 to 115. Yeah, you'll see that. I mean, it's big. That's a big price point. But yeah. Story of flat caps, Yorkshire puddings and whippets. Tomato Pete, you know me too well. You know me too well. But yeah, I mean, that's a big amount. Think about that. How much is that in terms of the biggest they've bought? I wonder. I mean, it's not crazy numbers. I mean, they've bought bigger. What was the biggest one they had? $1 billion. Still going to be pretty solid, isn't it? It's still going to be up there with this. Feels like it's sort of building into this big move again. And like I said, the rest may well be, the best story may well be to come yet. Pretty crazy if you think about it. Yeah, Lauren says, will there be a quiz on Caroline and the other special guests? I mean, lots of people wanted the special guest bringing back, in fairness. But yeah, I haven't done it. Thanks for the live goal, Vern, you legend. Sent a sign language love. Thanks, pal. I appreciate you. Thoughts on Pulse Chain and Hex, man? I get asked about this quite a bit. I owned Hex. I sold Hex. I never did the whole locking, vesting thing with it. I just couldn't get my head around why you'd lock your tokens up for such a long period of time. The concept I liked, forking Ethereum. However, it's forking Ethereum as well. So I think the whole model that it built was also its downfall to a degree. But hey, I mean, Richard Hart is now no longer a wanted man, I think it's fair to say. So, you know, congrats to him. The proof's in the pudding, isn't it? I mean, if he comes back, builds and launches it, and it's as successful as I think it was initially set out to be, then hell, it'll be an absolute monster. Will it ever compete to dethrone Ethereum? I don't think so, personally, but yeah, I don't have any. I'm not invested in it now, but yeah, I mean, is what it is. I know people are definitely curious about it now. I mean, I don't even know what price it's at. What price is it at? Anyone know? Let's have a look. Here's one for you. If people are buying Bitcoin at 100k, would that be 10 times or 100 times your money if it hit 100k? Is that a serious question, Craig? Is that I can turn off these calls. Is that actually a serious question? Let's do it. That's not. Come on, Craig. Come on, bro. That's not a serious question. Mate, never leave this community. Never leave this community. If it goes from 100k to a 200k, what is that? Come on. I got confused. I love it. Yeah, look at this. I mean, Hex, $350 million market cap. It's doing $600,000. Is the whole thing workable? Is the actual blockchain running? I mean, I can't even bring it up. It says it don't like it. Let's have a look. I really haven't looked at it since I'm one of those people that I'm like, I sell and I'm done. So, I mean, yeah. I mean, what's it doing? It's kind of trading sideways. You'd argue there's a bit of ranging here. Maybe overarching sentiment would be down, just my opinion. So, yeah, don't know. Is it going to make some miraculous move? Potentially, I guess. Yeah, and as for Pulse Chain, I don't know, really, to be honest. But yeah, that's my view. Level 10, what up to, mate? Let's get it, Vern. Level 10. I don't even know what that means, but it sounds cool. I actually think my phone might die on me. You might have to actually flip over to a slightly different part of my... in fact, I'm gonna move you guys now, because otherwise, I think you're actually going to. I think my phone battery is actually going to die. So you'll have to. Oh my gosh! Oh! There you go. You guys can go there. You can go there for the rest of the show. Shout out to you guys over there. I need a longer cable. Maybe I can bring you a little bit nearer. There you go. I just need a bit of charge in my phone. There we go. I need to definitely charge that up before. Anyway. Greg's actually, yes, it doesn't matter about the price. Does it? Would it be 2x? Yeah, it would literally be. If it went from 100,000 Take the zeros out. If it goes from 1 to 2, what is it? Invite Speedy Evo. Sounds like a legend. Speedy Evo. Man, I really quite like the TikTok platform. Obviously, I'm bullish on YouTube as well, but hey. Good. Right. 111, 114. Still holding up pretty well on BTC. Whether we'll get some sort of crazy through the night, I don't know. Obviously, the Asian markets bought pretty big over the course of the last couple of days. So we'll see if that comes in again. But yeah, we'll see. We will see. Yeah, got your message, Crackerjack. No dramas, mate. No dramas at all. We'll get that done for sure. For sure. Am I the only one that put pants on for the... Yes, Tim. I mean, I have. But yeah. I have. What is that? Sent a popular vote, man. Bullish on Mr. Vern. Shout out to all the TikTok fan, by the way. Love it. Man, I don't know. It depends what Laura wants to do. How to get about it depends if I get some good swing trades from here. But man, what's that for? I don't know what you guys are talking about. Don't know what you're talking about. Come on, do the price doubles. I was thinking because it's worth £1,000 per coin that every 10,000 will be 1x. Yeah, that's where you've gone wrong, Craig. That's what you've gone wrong. But hey, I'm bullish on you, by the way, though, Craig. Never leave this community, ever. Ever. Please. It would be a dull place without you. That is absolutely for sure. Good. Right, let me close that down. We don't need that either. We don't need that. Good. We looked at Hex. I haven't seen anything else coming out that's kind of worth looking at, if I'm honest. So yeah, we'll see if that kind of plays out over the course of the next couple of days. Like I said, worthwhile being in the Marbitz Telegram, just my opinion. If you want to check any coins out, you want to have a look and see what's going on in there, then by all means get in there. Likewise as well, you can see. Does it delete it, by the way? It looks like, does it delete the... Oh man, that's kind of cool. I like that. I like that if it actually does delete it. Oh no, Craig, why are you deleting it, Craig? Why are you guys deleting it, you massive choppers? I mean, I guess you can, actually. I guess you can. Craig, to confuse you more, I keep doing a 1x price would never change. I mean, that's true. That is true. Please tell me you've never done leverage trading. Yeah, I think Craig's done a little bit. Professor Librarian, good to see you. Welcome. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate that. Ikra just joining the live stream as well. Shout out to everybody joining the live stream. Appreciate you guys. Don't forget, this week, by the way, don't forget, I'm going to be live tomorrow. I might do a live stream Saturday. I haven't got any friends. I mean, not literally, I've got friends, but I mean, I've got, my missus not here on Saturday. Neither is the kids. It's just me and the dog. So yeah, I could definitely be in a world where we might do something Saturday night, a space maybe, or we could do a TikTok live. Like, who wants to actually come on a TikTok live? Rather than last time when everyone was like, oh yeah, definitely 2-bit. Yeah, I'm all about going on TikTok live. Oh, I'm definitely going to be there. I'm super bullish on it. Let's all do it. No one turned up except Holmes. There was about 2 people live. So we could definitely do it. We could definitely do a TikTok stream on Saturday. Some tunes. Like, if everyone's down, like vibing for it, I'm cool with doing it. People want to join us. We got to commit to it. I will never do it again if you guys don't turn up and you want to do it. Giga, what's going on? Jasmine. Yeah, Jasmine coin. I saw they released a new roadmap today. Up 4%. Good news on Jasmine, but they released a new roadmap, so definitely take a look at that. Trending in the right direction. Nice little bit of upward momentum from the bottom at 00851. Starting to play out quite nicely here on Jasmine, so keep your eyes peeled on that one for sure. Could be good news if you ask me. Could be good news. I'll get my phone sorted for TikTok Live. Was on the laptop last time. Yeah, I mean, do people want to do it? If you want to do it, let's do it. If you don't want to do it, then don't do it. I mean, that sounds obvious, but I was just going to have a look and see what Aerodrome staking rewards look like. Because I haven't seen them for a while. Yeah, Killian, I reckon we're good on Jasmine. I still think we've got some mileage to come yet, for sure. For sure. So yeah, bullish over here, look. Yeah, so we've already got 22 bucks. Let's go. Nice. I mean, it's pants APR though, under 10%, but hey, this is now grown. Remember, this was 7 at one point. We're now up to 10. I'm bullish on that. I am bullish. Don't care. Let's do it. One person shows up, and plus we need to advertise a time and a day, and I beg and we'll get a crowd. Yeah, we can do it. Let's do it Saturday. So not tomorrow, the day after. Let's do Saturday. We can do it whatever time you guys want. I am with Crypto Princess at 6, I think it is. Is it 6 o'clock I'm with you? I can't remember. I think it's 6 o'clock. So we could do it at like 8, 9, I don't know, like the usual time we do the live stream. I'll put it in the Telegram. I'll put it in the Marbitz Telegram. People can join and we can do that, which I think would be cool. So why not? We might as well. I might as well use the time that I've got to try and push things along. So why not? Man, Jupe's up 12%. Let's go, Jupe. Killing it right now. Love it. Love her. Graham, I've no idea what that means. No idea what I don't know if that's just someone else in here, but yeah. But yeah, thank you for the gifts. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. All the TikTok lives going on. Robson and Jerome, yeah. I actually sung that song once. I can't remember. I think I was partying. Not sure. Anyway, good news if you ask me. Right. Market's still looking very optimistic. Keep your eyes peeled. We're going to go into, I think, another good day tomorrow. I think we're going to see some further purchasing power coming in from these ETF markets, of which I'm very, very optimistic about. And I think we could see some further upside moves coming with BTC. So, yeah, all good. Don't forget, tomorrow night we'll do the Marbitz race. So make sure you dialed in. You've hit the follow button and you're also subscribed to the channel. I am going to get up and out of here because I want to get some good content done tonight. And likewise, obviously the missus is going away, so I'll probably need to have some time with her. But anyway, thanks so much, everybody, for tuning in. We appreciate it. Also, but you guys down there as well. So we get to get a slightly different view. We'll be back tomorrow night. As always, keep your eyes on the market. And make sure you dialed in by simply hitting the subscribe button and dropping a follow if you're on TikTok. But until then, thank you so much, everybody. We'll catch you tomorrow. Same time, same place. Just different jumpers. Catch you in a bit. Ta. Thank you.